Anyway, so yeah. So let's go back to hiragana. So we already started introducing, some of the hiragana, such as, a, I, U, E, O. So why this particular arrangement? It's because this is the arrangement the Japanese use. This is a bit different from the English, arrangement, which is, A, E, I, O, U. Or in this case, A, E, I, O, U. For the Japanese, it's different. This is how it's arranged. A, I, U, E, O. And then proceed with adding K, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Then S, sa, shi, not C. No, they don't have C. It's shi. Su, se, so. Ha, chi, su, de, do. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. And also this, one of the annoying ones. Ha, he, f. It's not even h, it's f. Like, it became F? Like, huh. Hey, oh. And then we now continue with writing. So yeah, so our next row is basically the M row. So we start with ma. This is pretty simple actually. So 2 strokes first. So it's 3 strokes in all. So we start with this one first. 1, 2. Yeah, these can be like similar. So 2 horizontal lines. And then let's try that again. Yeah. Kinda easy, right? I love this song so much. Gets distracted by my own songs. Alright, next one is me. So me is like 2 strokes. So I'll draw like the thing first so that you know how it looks like. It's like, you can see like H somewhere here, right? So yeah, so first stroke would be, so yeah, this kind of like weird thing. And then cross here for the second stroke. So let's try that again. So a bit of variation can be understandable as long as the general shape is there. There, me. The next is m. This is the second. There are 3 strokes. You can ignore the third because that's like the easy one. The second stroke is the longer, the annoying one though. I'll show you it first. I know, what the hell is this? Makes you think, what the hell is this? So yeah, first stroke is easy. Just put on like the upper left side. And then second one, so loop. So you basically have like 1 loop over here. And then once you're done with the loop, go back down. And then go like this. That's all in 1 stroke. See? It's like... So let's try that again. Yep. The third stroke is not something you should sweat about. And then that's it. Me. Oh, so for the hiragana for me, remember nu? Remember this? It's almost like that. But so I'll show you. That's it. It looks like a pretzel, except the pretzel is broken. Like, you know, the Auntie Anne's pretzels? Yeah. A bit like, yeah, it's like a broken pretzel, basically. Like, a partially broken pretzel. Oh, who cares? So, first stroke. Second stroke. So, the difference with between me and nu is that nu is this. Remember? Nu has this extension. Me doesn't have that. So that's basically what you need to like remember. Hold on, even my me is not like the best in the world. Never mind. Okay, next one is mo. Mo. So this is how it's written. So remember she, except it's a bit curved. So it's more of like a hook. Like an umbrella, you know, like the shape of an umbrella. So first stroke is exactly that. Make it a bit cute. So this should be fine. Then second, third. Mo. Let's try it again. And then last one. Yeah. So before, you know what? Let's proceed with these ones first. Okay, so next one is the Y column, the Y row. Why are there only 3? Technically, yeah, exists. Technically, this exists, but it's not used in modern Japanese. So this is archaic Japanese. Oh, sorry. Ye and ye. They technically exist, but they are not used in modern Japanese, in the standard Japanese. If I remember correctly, I can't remember what we... no, that's probably we. Oh, I think that's we I'm referring to. We and we. I'm not even sure if there's a yeah. Nope. Sorry about that. So I was capping. So that was a lie. Yi and ye outright do not exist. So you only have ya, you, and yo. If you want to use ye, it would sound more like e. And ye would sound more like just e. Something like that. So for ya, pretty simple. So we have 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again. So the first one, it can be like that, you know. Second, the short, and the third one is, or it can be curved. Not that people mind a lot. So yeah, and then you. So 2 strokes. I'll show you how it's done. You. So the first stroke is this. It's like B, but kinda make the B. If you're having problems, just remember phi. Except that it's... So there's a bit of like similarity in shape. So let me be a bit slower here. Yeah. So if I write it fast again. And then lastly, yo. 2 strokes only, so I'll show you how first. I'll show you what it looks like first. So yeah, make sure they're of approximately the same length at the end. So there's a bit of a symmetry going on here. So let's try that. So first stroke would be just this. Second stroke would be from above. And then loop. So remember ma? So the third stroke of ma is basically kind of like this. So yeah. Yo! Oh, Binary Vampire is now being played. Okay. Thank you. And then next up is the ra, the R row. So ra ri ru re ro. So let's start with ra. So this looks like 5. Like not gonna lie. It looks like I drew the number 5. Yes. But they're not really connected, you know? Don't connect. Just give me 1 sec. So first stroke, you can be a bit shorter here. It's fine. Like, this should be fine. And then next one. Yeah. So first, second. So it's like B again on the second one. I think this one is better. And the next one is 3. So I'll show you I'll show you this one first. Now good. You know what? When it comes to like this song, like I was trying to like listen to the vocals over and over again, but for some reason, the backup, like the second voices, kind of vary. They don't really follow like the standard chord, like, you know. So I think it'll be like interesting. It's like there's like one part where it becomes low and then the backup vocals become high. But then I'll try to record the harmony as well. So it's not that we have to follow that by the T, you know. We can always, you know, just try to reconstruct the harmony. It's not that we have to follow the harmony like strictly. Like, it's fine. Yep, that was my fan again. Okay, next one is R. So R is one stroke, but it's just one annoying stroke. So R is this. Melodyne. これ初めて聞いたな。調べておこう。これ面白そう。了解。ソフトか。だね。ミキシさんなら何とかしてくれる。Oh, I love this song. So this is by Love Solfege. It's a Protomimesis number 14. Unfortunately, I am not a girl, so I can't sing this. I want to though. By the way, the vocalist, the singer here is Japanese. But her Italian singing is so good. Oh yeah! Oh! Today is Oppai no Hi! Yeah, 僕おっぱいないんだけど。I don't have the man boobs though. Like, nah, I don't have anything to contribute to that day. But yeah, going back to Ru. So now that you've seen it, so one, kind of like that. So you can go straight here. You can go like, this is a sharp, you know, this is a sharp turn. Yeah, this is quite sharp. And then like once you're here, go back. And then from here, make sure to close it. So let's try it again. yeah, that's it. Ru. So okay, next one is re. So for that, we need to go back to ne. Okay, what the hell happened? Okay, so remember ne. Just for reference, I'll put in ne here. So that was ne. So how about re? First row. Pretty straight. Yeah, the first stroke is pretty straight, unlike me. Wet spaghetti, y'all. I'm a wet spaghetti. So yeah, the second stroke though. Like what? So the only difference with ne is that the end. For ne, it's a loop. It's looped, right? For re, it's hook. It's a hook back up. So if we try the second stroke again, that is. So one more time. Don't overdo it though. Yeah, that should be it. Re. Okay, how about ro? This is also like ru. Just one stroke. And this is how it looks like. This is what it looks like. Ru has this loop at the end. Ro doesn't have. That's the only difference. So it feels like I don't have to like reiterate, like expound on it much. And then next. The last three kana. The last three hiragana. We technically exist. We technically exist. Well, I'm not sure if that exists. No, it doesn't exist. But we and we are not being used in standard Japanese. Trust me, I passed JLPT N1 and never have I encountered we and we in a single Japanese sentence. So no, like this is probably just like, for fun, like we and we, but you're never going to use it. Alright, so let's go for wa first. Remember re and ne. Remember ne and re. How about wa? No going back up, no looping, just straight old done. That's what. Okay, and next one is what. What has 3 strokes. So I'll show you first. Jibun wo sekai. You're just kidding. So first stroke is basically this. You can make it a bit shorter, it's fine. And then next stroke is kind of H. Then last stroke is. So when you combine them together, first stroke, second stroke, third stroke. All right? That's it. And the only yeah, this is the only like hiragana that doesn't have a vowel sound. So this is like pure consonant sound. And this is it looks like an H. Which, if you think about it, you're not wrong. So one more. Yeah, that's it. So for we, these are just like fun fact, but not really useful for us. This is fun fact. Like, I don't really have to like teach you how it's written. And then where is... Did I get it right? Hold on. Oh, okay. I'll have to practice this a bit because it's like Ru, but then instead of like stopping at the loop, you continue and just add an M, like weird. So yeah, this is like a fun, just like a fun fact, but not really required for other studies. So yeah, now we've completed Hiragana part 1. Let us go for some examples. So let's go for like some exercises. Let me put exercises here. So yeah, we'll have an ad break for a bit. So I guess with that, I'll actually like take a short break. So I'll just keep it here though, so that you know you still remember the hiragana and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. So let me just get like some drinks and whatnot. So just try to remember these, okay? With that, see you in a few moments. I'm back. はい、ただいま戻りました。I'm back. I'm back. あれ Hold on. My thing froze. Oh, there. Okay. So yeah, let's now do some exercises. So what I have is cold brew coffee. This is decaf, so I should be fine. Hi, tadaima. I love just how hardcore this BGM is. But Rokuro, what does it look like in the VOD though? The VOD will sound like only one soundtrack. Because all of these are kind of like copyrighted, so come in. So yeah, let's do some exercises. So what are we going to do? We'll do some practice. 集中できるものかこの曲で全然集中できねえやんWell, depends on the person. 人によるものでね So yeah, let's start with some basic ones. What the? So this means carp. Alright, so try to convert this to Roman characters, so Romanize. So what is this? Koi. Right, so this is ko. And I. Koi. Okay, got it so far? Alright, the next one. This means up. So how is this read? This is Gambatte. Ue. Right? Alright, the next one. So this means season. So either a spring, summer, autumn, or winter. So how is this read? If y'all don't mind me while, while sipping cold brew coffee, decaffeinated coffee, so it's fine. So this is... What's this one? Ki, right? And this is se. And last one? Tsu, kisetsu. So this is kisetsu. So let's try another one. No. No, let's go with this one. So this means to fall. Alright, so what is the word? So this one? Oh. And this one? Second one? Chi. And what's the last one? Ru. Yes, that's correct. So this is ochiru. Otta. すいません. And then the next one is Alright, so this means what? The question word. So what word is this? Nani? Yes. Remember Fist of the North Star? Okuto no Ken? お前はもう死んでいる。何? Yep. So let's try some more. So this means two people. So how would you read this? This is 二人. Yes, so this is the annoying one. This is F, Ta, and Li. Alright, so next word. So let's try. Oh, oh. So this means swamp. Or marsh, you know? Let's keep it simple. So this is... So first one is nu. Yes. How about the second one? Ma. Yes. So let's try another one. Alright, so this means dream. So what's the word? So read this. So first one is what? You. How about the second one? This is not nu. The other one. Me. Yes. So this is yume. So another one. So this means to steal. So what's the word? So remember the difference? So this isn't me. So what hiragana is this? Nu. Correct. And this is? Su. How about the last? Mu. Yes. Musumu. To steal. So let's have another one. So this means to understand. So what's the word? So remember, is this re? No, this isn't re. Ne? No, not ne either. This is the last one. Wa. Yes. And this one? Ha, correct? The last one? R, yes. So this is wakaru. To understand. Right, I think this should be like enough exercise for now. So I hope you do remember your hiragana. But the study of hiragana doesn't end there. Yes. Remember the stream title? Hiragana Part 2. So there is part 2. So we'll introduce ourselves to the ones with diacritical marks. Huh. I know. Why does my hiragana have quotation marks? I don't know, man. That's still hiragana, I'm afraid. Alright, so there are basically two diacritical marks. So first off, I'll introduce them here. Shigoto? お疲れ様。お疲れ様です。仕事かい。でももうすぐお盆休みなんだからしっかりして。ね、頑張ってね。いったら。Alright, so let's introduce the ones with critical marks. Okay, what else have I forgotten? So let me just prepare the stuff. Got it. You know what? Alright, so we'll now introduce some hiragana with diacritical marks. So the thing here is that the K consonant, once you have the hold on. So yeah, probably not this one. Yeah, if you would all be patient with me. Oh, there. So, there are like basically two diacritical marks involved in hiragana and actually in katakana as well. So, for the diacritical mark, we have let me put it in here. So the first one is the pair of two short diagonal strokes. So this is what it looks like. So this is what we call the dakuten. So first one is what we call Dakuten. And this is and we use Dakuten. This two diagonal marks here. This diacritical mark, we use this to transform K to G, S to Z, T to D, and H to B. So how it works is that we basically attach those. So for example, for ga, just draw a ka, the hiragana for ka, and then attach two diagonal lines, two diagonal strokes. It doesn't have to be perfect. So see, there is Dakuten here. For gi, go for ki. And then attach these. So yeah, very simple. Gu is from ku. Just simply attach that. How about ge? So ke. And go. That's it. So similarly, we use this Dakuten, this diacritical mark, to transform this S row to the Z row. So for za, so remember sa. And then attach. How about G? So from she, right? And then attach your diacritical mark. So similarly for Z, it's from S. Z is from se. And zo is from so. So from the, and then similarly from the T row to the D row, from T to D. So how do we get da? Da, comrade. So it's basically from ta. Actually, no, this is like da kuten. So G, this is like kind of like DZI. So remember chi, right? That's it. And then how about z? Like these are basically pronounced the same. So from ts, and then diacritical mark becomes z. Although technically speaking, it's like kind of like if you want to be like strict, but then it's actually pronounced basically the same as z. And then de is from te. And then to, and then do is from to. Basically, that's it. And then up next would be from H to B. So ba is from ha. And then add the diacritical mark. And then B is from he. And then B is from f, right? Remember? At least this one, you know, it's properly B. Easily this hiragana that I hate the most. And how about be? So it's from he, right? And then add the diacritical mark, two short diagonal strokes. And bo is from ho. Sorry, ちょっと待って. I kind of dropped my stylus. Hi. Hold on. I hate writing it. That's the thing. I hate writing it. Like, bruh. Hold on. There. So how about this pa column? Like this pa row. Now, are we introduced to another diacritical mark? Which is a small circle. This is what we call the handakuten. So let me just like write the actual word. And this small circle, what we call the handakten, only applies to the H row, to the H consonant, to transform it into the P consonant. So with that, we have the following. So pa is from ha. Hold on, my tablet is malfunctioning again. Hold on. So instead of like two small diagonal strokes, we now have a small circle. Aksoga! I had to close it. Almost opened Twitter on accident. Sorry. There. So that is pa. So how about P? So almost the same. So from he, small circle, and then P is F. I hate this. And then te. And lastly, po. That's it. So that is basically so we got to unlock more, you know, more hiragana by using diacritical marks. And now let's introduce ourselves to contracted sounds. I should probably introduce it here instead. And now, let's go with like contracted sounds. Yep, this is what happens when you Nyang! So we're about to actually go to that subject of Nyang. So this is actually this topic, this very topic, contracted sounds, where we get to introduce ourselves. The small ya, small you, and the small yo. by introducing the smaller versions of ya, yu, and yo, we get to combine, you know, contracted sounds. So let's have this one for example. If you heard that, that's the sound of my GPU fan dying. Hold on. Let's start with kya. So instead of ki and ya, we actually make the ya smaller. So we have kya, kya, and then q. Next one. So also ki. So basically, we're using like the E. We're using this entire column. Hold on. We're basically using this. So we combine ki with either a small ya, yu, or yo. And then she, chi, ni, he, me, and ri. Also this. Don't forget these two. So we get like kya, kyu, kyo, cha, shi, sho, cha, chu, cho, nya, nyu, nyo, kya, hyu, hyo, mya, myu, myo, rya, ryu, ryo. And then with the diacritical marks, you get gya, gyu, gyo, ja, ju, jo. Although this isn't being used. Except this. Not really used. Hold on, what the hell is happening? What a mess. That's what he said. So yeah, let us enlist them. So kya and then kyu. So make sure it's actually visibly smaller. Kyu and then kyo. I now want my own. I probably need a new tablet for this. Yo. So that'll be ki plus small yo. Yeah, easy. And then consider we have sha, shu, sho. So we'll use shi as the base. And then small ya. And then shu would be And then sho. I know what you're thinking. I know. I love y'all. Hi. Oh, whoa. And then what else? What's next? So for cha, chu, and cho, we have, so we use chi as the base, right? So chi and then small ya. Cha, like the T. Cha. Then ch. And then cho. Are. Yep. If anyone's like willing to donate me an Apple Pencil or just outright a new iPad, like I would love you forever. Like, if you want feet pics, if you want like feet pics of Rokuro in return, I will oblige. Then chop. So pretty simple so far. And the next one is oh, nya. Nya, ny, nyo. So nya. Just clip it already. Just clip it already if you have like. Do it if you dare. Yare. Yare. Imasugu yare. I'm like peak violence today. So nya. So our base is ni. So nya. And then new. And then nyo. Fun fact. Nyo means piss. Yes, this means piss. Like how it's written in kanji. Nyo. Yeah, fun fact right there. So what's the next one? Hold on. And then, oh, the H. Where's the H? Yeah. So our base here is he. So for those tuning in right now, I hope you don't mind the metal. The J metal right there. love it. Then here. And then here. And then we have Rya Ryu Ryo. So Rya. What? And then Ryu. And then Ryo. So how about the ones with diacritical marks? So we go for so we have Gya, Gyu Gyo, Ja Ju Jo, Bya Byu Byo, and Bya Byu Byo. So basically I have 4 rows. What? I always like have problems with this. So yeah, we have an ad in like 30 seconds. So I think it's a good time for us to take a break for a moment because we did do a lot. So yeah, this is what you've done so far. So go ahead and review that for a bit. And then we'll go to our second ad break of the stream, I guess. So we'll see you in 3 minutes. So ad break. So BRB. Let me get some drinks too. That's the sound of my GPU fan dying. So yeah, BRB. Hi, Tadaima, I'm back. So, I hope everyone is doing fine so far. Like, I hope so. Like, please. So yeah, we're continuing the contracted sounds. So we're just listing a bunch here. So now we're going for like diacritical marks with the ones with we're going for contracted sounds, but using the ones with diacritical sounds. I can remove this just to like free up some space. So from ga, gyu, and gyo. So ga. So as you may have like noticed already, so the base is gi. So so type in gi or write in, and then ya. Make sure it's the small ya, and then gyu. And then gyo. There. And then we have ja, ju, jo. So instead of ja, ji, no, it's ja, ju, jo. This is not ya. So ja is from G, remember? So G is she with the they diacritical mark. So ja. There's already like a word for this already, like for this exact, you know, sound, ja. This means evil. So yeah, fun fact. Sometimes I throw in like fun fact and stuff. And then je. And then jo. It's not cooperating again. There. Jo. And the last two we have with the B, and then the last one is with the P. We have bia, bu, bio, and pia, pu, bio. The first one, bia, so it's the B sound, right? So it's from H, and then we use the dakten, the two diagonal marks. So the B, and then small ja. Bu, and then bio. And then lastly, ya, bio, bio. So first one, yeah. So for the P sound, it's from the H sound, but we use a small circle. Yeah. And then P. And then Pyo. And that's it for transcribing constant contracted sounds. I know there's a lot, but this already has like a pattern, so it shouldn't be hard, you know? Alright, and then lastly we have the small ts. So like a double consonant. So yeah, so in this basically part 2 of the... Oh my god. In this like part 2 of Hiragana, we basically discuss more nuances when it comes to like transcribing like how about like the double consonants, how about like more, you know, pronunciations and stuff. You know what? Maybe I could like open a game or something so that maybe the GPU fan could like run faster. Yeah, just putting like wuthering waves in the background. Alright, now let's go ahead and pronounce and transcribe, you know, longer vowel. Like the double consonants. Like how do we transcribe that? Just give me 1 second. All right. So for this case, in this next section, basically double consonant. Hold on. Thank you for coming, Craig-kun. If you could like give you just a second, because I'm having like GPU fan issues with my laptop. So what I did was like literally open a game. Maybe I could just like warp away. Okay, better. So double consonant. So so how do we like transcribe these kinds of stuff? So as I mentioned earlier, so this small tsu right here is what we call the glottal stop. at least for most part, this serves as a glottal stop. It's like whenever we have like double consonants, so it's like glottal, right? We kind of stop a bit. So in this case, for example, kata. So this is transcribed as kata, right? Which means one. Uh-oh, not this shit again. Yep, it's always like that. And then another example would be Saka. So this is usually this is transcribed as Saka. So Saka means writer. What else can we have? Okay, let's go with Pokun. Pokun means special training. I hope you see the usage of the glottal stop in this case. It's pretty easy. So how about for like the ends one? So how about like how about this? Zannen. So for the N sound though, we don't use the small tsu anymore, but we use the hiragana n. Alright. So we use this instead. Hold on. Even this was having issues. So zannen. So this is transcribed as zannen. But this only applies for the N sound. Alright, so let's have another one. Yeah, this should be fine. So like using the N hiragana so that we have a double consonant is only, you know, if followed by the an N row hiragana. For example, nani nune no, basically. So for example, we have zannen here. We have anne. What else? I couldn't think of like one as of the moment, but this should be fine. So this should be it for like double consonants. So except for like the N related hiragana afterwards, we basically use the small tsu for a glottal stop. That's basically it. And the next, so that's it for double consonants. So let's proceed to long vowels. Okay, so this is interesting. Yep, that's my GPU laptop screaming for help. So yeah, hold on. Alright, so let's consider this. How do we... So you know Ryu means dragon, right? So for some of y'all, you probably know that. Oh wait, so yeah, hold on. So we basically have like 5 vowels in the Japanese language, right? We have a, I, U, and O, right? So first up, let's discuss like how to deal with like long vowels for a, e, and u, because they're the easier part. So for long lengthened a, basically you want the a column here. So ga, za, ta, na, ha, ka, whatever. And all you have to do is add the a hiragana to extend the vowel. So for example, Right, so we have here Oba-san. Oba-san means grandmother. Right? So in this case, you don't really say Oba-san. No, it's not Oba-a. So it has to be one smooth pronunciation. So similarly for U, for E and U. So that's a good example. Hold on. Oh, there. So see? So similarly, so if we have, you know, a hiragana with a vowel E, so chi, hi, ni, bi, ni, whatever. And then to extend that vowel, you have to put in the E hiragana. So for example, chisai. We get here. Or sometimes, this is transcribed as A with the bar on top at times. Similarly here, the double I here is usually sometimes transcribed as an I with the bar instead. The bar indicates that the vowel is lengthened. So chisai means small. And then for the U, also the same. So this one is like interesting, for example. So let's have so remember this contracted sound? So ryu. So ryu. So because U is in like on the U, you know, has like an U vowel at the end. So that still applies. So to extend that U vowel, put in the U hiragana. So ryu. So we have ryu. So this is either written romanized as U, or sometimes we use a U with a bar to indicate that the U sound is lengthened. So how about and O? So to extend the A sound to the short A, so for the A, there are actually like two examples for it. There are two cases. So let's have like example one. We have so in this case, actually, to extend the e sound, for example, e, ke, ge, me, ne, re, you don't use the e hiragana here, but instead you use the e hiragana to lengthen the e sound. So in this case, we have ego. Or, you know, this is commonly transcribed or romanized as this is usually like romanized as a, but you don't really say a, but a. Hence, what people do is use the bar method. So you have ego. So ego means English, like the language. So another interesting thing here is that we can have this as well. So there are cases though where it's still an e sound, right? But then you have e instead of e, right? But this is still transcribed as one-san. So this is not oni-san, it's one-san. But this only for like certain for certain words only a few. And then lastly, for the pronunciation of lengthened o sound. What's a good one? Alright, so first one is maho. Maho. So note the usage of Yep, I have to close it again. Ah, ちょっと待っててね。Alright, so this one is Maho. This is like the problem with my tablet for most part. Alright. It's not writing at all. Weird. So here, the interesting thing is that, you know, similar to the e, you know, to lengthening e, to lengthen o, you actually have to use the katakana, the hiragana u. There. So maho means magic. So sometimes the lengthened o is romanized as an o with a bar. Of course, similar to like e above, there are like certain words on which the O sound, like the O vowel from the hiragana, is followed by O. For example, toy. It's always like this. You know what? Hold on. Oh. So this means afar. Toy. So of course, the first one is usually like the general rule of thumb. It's the first example here for e and o are usually the rule. It's just that for the second ones, for onesan for example, or toy, these are exceptions, I guess. And that's it for like a lengthening of long vowels. So like long vowels, in this case, pronunciation is lengthened. Alright, so any questions so far? I know this has been a lot. And then there's like another one. Another like rule in hiragana. This is what we call the BMP rule. But no. Pronouncing the yeah. This one is relatively short because in general is basically in general. This is like a full length consonant. This is like a full syllable basically. In general, except so let's have an example. Remember this? Konbanwa. So this is what we call the BMP rule. If the hiragana is succeeded by a B or a P sound, the hiragana assumes the M consonant. So now, so instead of konbanwa, we say konbanwa. So this is phonetically closer to M than N. Konbanwa. So BMP rule. So this also applies to P sound. What's a good example? Let me check for like words. What's a good one? Okay, so let's go with this. Empitsu. So we have another example of the BMP rule. You know, I can remove this. So this becomes, instead of enpitsu, it sounds more like empitsu. Enpitsu means pencil. All right. So this is what we call the BMP rule. And then another interesting thing is that if it's succeeded by a G sound, case for example, manga. So manga, comics. So now this, instead of manga, no, it becomes a ng sound, like an ng. So the sound becomes like the NG sound instead of just the N sound. So manga. All right. So manga means comic. So that's what I like remember so far when it comes to like special readings and stuff, special like pronunciations and stuff. So yeah, I think that's it for now. We can go with like some exercises. Yeah, that's my GPU fan. It's dying. Like, it's literally in desperate need of replacement. So, yeah. So let's go through some examples. How about that? So more examples. I just need this line here. So for exercise, there'll be plenty of exercises, I guess. So let's start off with like the double, with the diacritical marks. This means do your best. So how do we romanize this? So we have the dakuten, remember? This is the double, the diagonal stroke diacritical mark. And what is this hiragana again? Ka. So ka with this diacritical mark becomes ga. Yes. And then this. You can go for like N for now, it's fine. And then this one. So we have the ha hiragana. And then we have the quotation mark looking thing. So it becomes from H sound to B sound. Yes. So that is ba. And then what does the glottal stop do again? What does the glottal stop do again? We have like what? Double consonant of what sound? The next one is te, right? So the T is doubled. So we have gambatte. All right. Oh my god, I'm sleepy. Oh, this one. Next one is... This is the Japanese onomatopoeia for a cat sound. What does a cat sound like in Japanese? Nya! Yes, you're correct. So remember, this is your nya. And because it's ya, it ends with an a sound. It extends, right? So it's either nya or this should be good. Okay, so let's have another example here. Let me just check what it means, because I know the word. So this means peace and tranquility. So this is So, remember, n and then ne becomes. This is double consonant, yes. Anne. Or you can just say double E or a bar. So note here as well. Ne and then E, right? E and then E. So that means the E sound becomes lengthened. So anne. Alright? So probably last or one more. Alright, so this means together. So how do we transcribe this? So we know this is E. And this part is sho, right? So remember this again? This is the glottal stop. So we have a what? Double consonant, yes. So we have Isho. Alright? Alright, so last one. Oh, this is interesting. So this means a labyrinth. Or a dungeon, I think. So we have first is what? Me and then E, right? So we have a lengthened E sound. So we have me. And then what is this? Small u, right? So it becomes Q. And then because it's a U sound, like U, so it's an U vowel. And then succeeded by U. So the U vowel becomes lengthened, yes. We have make you. So yeah. I know this has been a lot. Like really a lot. So yeah, I think that should be it for hiragana in general. So we got to cover hiragana in 3 parts. In 2 parts. Sorry, 2 parts. So with that, yeah, that's a wrap. We're done. We're done with hiragana. So I hope with this you take, your time to master it. Notes, this entire thing will become available afterward. So you don't have to be... It'll come. But I only post this in the server. So if you aren't in my server yet, please go to, my Discord server right here. Yeah, the link. Yeah, the link should still be, available, With that, yeah, we're done for today. Yatta! So,